Try within yourself and within your heart to make it work out. You understand what I'm saying? Try to make it work out. Now, on the flip side, I'm not saying that this applies to only men, but women as well. Because, women are emotional beings. Okay? Meaning, if she is missing something in the house, if she doesn't feel loved, or if she doesn't feel like, you care about her anymore, then she'll do the same thing. She will, look elsewhere and, get that emotional support. And ladies, I'm going to say it like this. That's not right as well. You see what I'm saying? That's not right to, to go outside your marriage and do the same thing. That will make you just as bad as he is if you do that. You see what I'm saying? Two wrongs don't make a right. And what usually happens with these extramarital affairs, either the husband or the wife will get too attached to the other, person that's not in the relationship. You know what I mean? Or the person that you went to cheat on your husband or wife with will become too attached to you. And then that could turn into a stalker situation where, your mistress, if you're a husband, is following you around, stalking you. Whether you told her, you're breaking it off with her or not. And vice versa. Like, ladies, if you have, like, this guy outside your marriage, and you tell him you can't mess with him no more, then he could turn into a stalker, and that can cause all kind of problems. Alright? That's for the married folks. Just work it out first. Put it in God's hands. He has the answer. Okay? Now, hang on. I gotta drink a little bit more. Topic is getting so hot. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit, but be as it may. Now I want to talk about boyfriend and girlfriend. You know what I mean? Before fiancé couples. I might just omit the fiancé couples anyway, because that's just preparing to get married. But if you're dating and relating, and you know what I mean, you're trying to get to know somebody. You know what I mean? Take your time to really get to know who you're dealing with. Never jump into anything head first. In other words, it takes time to get to know somebody. You know what I mean? Find out every single thing you can about whoever you're dating. You know what I mean? In other words, this is what I'm going to say to all the fellas out there. Having a girlfriend doesn't mean that you still go out there and fuck around and have a lot of bitches on the side and a lot of whores on the side, etc. You know what I mean? I'm saying that player lifestyle. I'm saying I can see, like, when you were a teenager. You know what I mean? It's like a kid in a candy store. You know what I mean? You're going, buck wild, but eventually you're gonna have to, stop that shit. You see what I'm saying? You only can play in the field for a little while. Okay? Now think about it this way. Dating and relating wise, when you are, when you are looking for a girlfriend, you know what I mean? Be in a committed relationship, man. You know what I mean? Be committed to her. You know what I mean? Just, get to know her, what makes her happy, what makes her sad, etc. Be in a committed relationship first. I'm saying, if you cannot be in a committed relationship, if you don't want to do that, if you want to still whore yourself around or whatever, then don't waste your time. You know what I mean? Don't waste your time. Don't fill her head with all the bullshit. Don't tell her all the fucking shit she want to hear, and then you end up leaving her anyway. Don't do that. Because this is what I'm going to say to you fellas. If you don't feel a certain way about a young lady, don't lie to her. Be straight up with her. If you're not really looking for a serious relationship, tell her, hey, I'm not really looking for a serious relationship right now. I just kind of want to kick it and chill. Then, she'll take it at face value, and then she'll deal with it however she feels, however she feel like it. You know what I mean? Be an honest person. Be upfront. Don't bullshit around. Life is too short for this. I mean, it's the year 2010, and if you're still playing those games from back in 09, 08, and beyond, then it's time to get yourself in check. Okay? Now, ladies, alright, this is for you. if when you're dating and relating and you see this guy and you're talking and everything, and all of a sudden, you know what I mean, your intuition and something is telling you, you know what I mean, I don't think so, something just does not seem right about this guy, and you find out about it, do not continue to talk to this type of guy. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, how about this? I just got another thought. Okay? Sometimes, you know, a lot of us have what we call unrealistic ideas of what we want. Sometimes we don't know what we want. You know what I mean? And I'm going to say on behalf of the fellas, not everything, or not every girl out there that have a pretty face, a nice set of titties, and a big ass is good for you. You know what I mean? She can have all that, and her character and her personality could be shitty. She could be a drama queen. Okay? And ladies, not all the fellas out there who are, you know, 6 foot whatever, have a muscle bound body and whatnot, have good looks, you know, and a smiling face is good for you. You know what I mean? Because he can be that bad guy. He can be that asshole. He can be that prick. He can be the snake in the grass. You know what I mean? They'll tell you all this shit just so he can fuck the shit out of you and then put you aside. You know what I mean? And then it'll be like that, you know, that new song by Jay-Z, On to the Next One. You see what I'm saying? In other words, when you're dating and relating, you know what I mean, don't give the cookies up. You know, don't give the cookies up that fast. You know what I mean? Make this guy work for it, because I'm pretty much, you know what I mean, he would respect your decision. You know what I mean? If you hold out, if you wait. You know what I mean? I'm talking about a real gentleman that will respect your wishes, that will, you know, treat you like somebody. You know, you're looking to bond with somebody. Okay? I'm saying, you know, save yourself. You know what I mean? The hassle, the frustration. You know what I mean? For later on. You know what I mean? I'm not saying save, you know, frustration for later on. I'm saying save you spare yourself the trouble and frustration later on. If you were to, you know, just here it is, boom, you can have it type of deal. No. I'm saying you want to make sure you get the right guy, and fellas, you want to make sure you get the right girl. I say if you just want to go out there and fuck, find a cuddy buddy. Cuddy buddies are out there. You know, fuck, no strings attached type of deal. If that's what you're looking for, then look for that. You know, don't try to create a relationship just for that sake, just for fucking, because a relationship based upon sex alone is not going to last anyway. It takes more than just, you know, good sex to make something last. It takes, you know what I mean, it takes a whole lot more. You got to really search and dig deep. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to say about dating and relating, and the seriousness of it. And you know what I mean? Facebook fam, YouTube fam, MySpace fam, everybody online that are watching this video right now, I want you to take what I'm saying, and I want you to, you know, even if you don't listen to what I'm saying, I mean, just think about it. Just really think about it. I'm saying maybe your life could be a little bit easier than it is now if you just take what I'm saying, you know, process it down, marinate it a little bit, you know, and even apply it. You know what I mean? I'm saying if you're in trouble in your relationship, look for help. There are more than one way, you know, you can get the help, just as I explained earlier in this video. Okay? Until next time, y'all take care. There's more to come. Call me Mr. Serious Business. If you have any questions for me, any comments, any suggestion of videos, just leave me a comment either on my Facebook, MySpace, or YouTube page. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. As long as this webcam that I'm pointing at right here is working and functional, and I have all these thoughts and feelings and stuff that I want to get off my chest, don't worry. I'll bless your ears soon. Take care. Peace out.